I am Wimbo77, onethingabouthistory.com. How are you all doing out there? Welcome on board, welcome. And I'd like to say a big shout out to all my subscribers and all the new people that have come on board and our regular watchers, AA. A nice big shout out to you and everyone that has liked or subscribed to the channel. Now, this channel is all about motivation, encouraging and upbuilding and strengthening. And especially in a time that we're living in now, it's quite a very hazy time, isn't it? So even more so that we do need that motivation. But you know someone who needs motivation even more than we do. Yes, it's our beautiful children. And today it is Read to the World on International Book Day, and it's to support children in isolation, because we know just as much as we need to be upbuilt, so do our youngsters, right? So I thought I'd do something slightly different today because it is World Book Day or International World Book Day. And there are a lot of authors out there who are going to be reading their publications to the children of the world. So I thought, for encouragement, first of that, you know, youngsters, you are the building blocks of, or families are the building blocks of society. And youngsters, you don't do as you're told, but you watch your parents as they go along their everyday life, and we emanate, or children emanate their parents, so they either become like their parents or totally not like their parents, right? So children need to be encouraged. That's how they grow, that's how they flourish, that's how they go on to be great leaders or teachers and inspirers. Really, this is what we instill in them at an early age, right up until young years, teenage years. So really, they too need the motivation. And just think of it, how are you feeling in isolation? It's not very nice, is it? So how much more so for maybe the youngsters, children, older children, who have a routine of actually going to school, coming home, everything's up in the air. So they too are feeling just as pressurized as we are as adults. So really we need to boost them up and encourage them and motivate them in order to say, we're going to get through this. There have been times like these before, not so much with the technology and those things, but there have actually been hard times before and we've always got through them. So what I was going to do today is I'm going to read you my Mosey meets John Lee Love book, The Broken Pencil. Okay, and this is in conjunction with International Book Day and reading to children in isolation. So this book is dedicated to Alicia, Marjak, John Ash, Tyann and all creative children in the whole world. All right, so let's start then. A little boy named Mosey was writing on his pad. Mosey was thinking of a story about him and his dad. He thought about a special time they went on a trip. But as he began to write, his pencil broke at the pencil tip. Oh no! As he pondered for a while, this seemed like a dilemma. He thought for a while, what should I do? But Mosey recalled his favourite world history book, and from it sprang a clue. Mosey thought about the pages. He smiled and smiled again. As wonders were unfolding, he could see an old friend. A clue. It was a gentleman in the distance who had made a great device. He could help Mosey and give him some advice. With a flicker and a flash, Mosey was transported To a world of adventure and discovery, he had been escorted. In this great and special place, there is so much to discover. A world of treasures and of dreams, not like any other. This gentleman in the distance Mosey could discern. Through the pages of his book, he could help him to learn. He, like Mosey, worked it out and saw there was a need. It is fun to read and write and for every mind to feed. But sometimes when he began to write, his pencil tip would break. So he thought about an invention that he could try to make. He would make a neat device. You put your pencil in. When you spin your pencil round, the pencil lead will be as sharp as a pin. Mosey smiled as he could see he had made his pencil right. To carry on his story would be Mosey's grand delight. So as he thanked him and bid him farewell on his way, Mosey said goodbye. He had a little question and awaited the reply. Please tell me your name and who you are, Mosey said with a smile to the tall man above. The gentleman answered gently, my name is John Lee Love. So Mosey now could write his story. He began to write it, and then, thinking about John Lee Love, his pencil tip broke again. So he remembered and got up. He put his pencil in, turned his pencil sharpener around, and before you knew it, it was sharp as a pin. The end. So that's Mosey meets John Lee Love, The Broken Pencil. And these books are One Thing About History series. They are just that. They're one thing about history under the One Thing About History umbrella. And these ones introduce young people to scientists and inventors. So even our youngsters, they need to be motivated. We need to be motivated, especially in these unprecedented times. So keep on doing the great job that you are doing as parents and really instilling some positive morals and values and treasures within your children that they too may go on to become an inventor, a scientist, or even a world leader. Now, I am Wimbo77, onethingabouthistory.com. And please remember, if you do like this video, to hit that link below and subscribe. Now you take care, guys, and I'll see y'all on the other side.